NFL 23 on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see the electric Kyler Murray. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Cards and the Giants, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on 10 between the Arizona Cardinals and the New York Giants. We're going to go alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. And, CD, you look at the Giants in our ball game here, but with how good they have been, it's not often that we can say they come to a game truly facing a challenge. But, Charles, that's the case this week.
Absolutely. What a challenge it is, because they're now coming into this one, and they don't exactly have a clear advantage, something that they usually possess in every game they play with the way that they throw the football. I can't wait to see if they change things, if they emphasize different things than we've seen throughout this season, how they go about trying to move the ball downfield.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cardinals now are getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
You know what I did in pregame? I made sure I touched him as he went by. I want a little bit of what he's got.
The golden arm from last week.
Oh, how much fun was that to watch that game tape, all right? The number of touchdowns, what was that, 5 last week?
Yeah.
But 0 interceptions. So you think he's due to throw a pick? But I'm betting that he continues to streak in this game.
First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. He's got Green. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Decided to hit it off that time on the run-pass option.
It appeared to be an easy decision. He just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And they'll run the option on 3rd short yardage. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He loses 2 and it brings up 4. Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. First go
you eating?
For the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Blue Devil.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing Jones. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Jones. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete on a deep ball.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Returning it is Moore. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said
Yeah.
I mentioned it.
Do you know?
A little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old,
You don't want to eat no more fries?
any given Sunday,
Y'all
anything
full?
can happen, they are guarding against the upset.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. A check on the numbers last week for Conner. 19 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt, they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Murray. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Murray now to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. Murray again. This is Conner. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Cardinals at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, you've got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. For an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Murray now on 1st down. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short game.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
What?
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played in the game.
What? Yeah. Come on now. I'm not working on it today. It's cold. Yeah, but we could. Oh my God. Come on, man. I mean, I don't care. You're going to look at it, you go look at it. I'm just saying. I don't know. Just don't be grabbing, like, spending a whole bunch of money on them. I mean, it's going to take a while to get that stuff processed and gone through. And I mean, don't waste money on it. I mean, you're talking about a big project. You could be talking, how much is it a window? Yeah, I don't care. Just thinking. Don't go crazy. I don't know, baby. We're not, like I said, it's going to be a future project. You don't work in greenhouses in the winter. It's cold. Oh, yeah, that's down the line. That's a couple months away. I'm sure he'd help, yes. But I mean, I'm sure he would help. Yeah. Okay. You're probably not. Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's really no way to move the sandbox. All you can do is shift the sand around. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a big sand hill. Because there's dirt in it. You couldn't just Yeah, I don't know. They didn't put it in the woods or something. Yeah. I'm just saying. I don't know. Are you coming home or are you going up to your job? Oh, Jesus. Okay, your attitude, just see it. Fuck you, you goddamn little Peter Pan shit. Like, nobody wants to work at a fucking greenhouse right now. What the fuck, man?
First and goal. Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals. Great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off before you even get the baton.
Extra point by McCann. Up and
What?
good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
What?
That time, a 9-play drive.
You could sit here with me.
Cap it with a touchdown.
I don't like to push
Okay. Don't be pushing buttons. You hear me? Hmm?
No, go here.
Yeah.
Wait.
The kickoff team on the field now is
See what I'm saying? It doesn't take long for you to do that, does it?
Taking it about the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. And careless football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. It's complete to Brown, right side. And out of bounds right around the 20. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right. He'll try and run for it with counter. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
McCann's kick up and good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 15 carries, 58 yards.
He comes into this one ranked 9th in the NFL in rushing. I think that every member of that offense knows exactly where he sits. You can see it from every one of them out there. They're all fully committed to making this a game where he really breaks free and climbs a couple of spots.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Back to throw. Jones. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. (10-0) the score after 1. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Jones throw taken in by Slayton. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Juwan Johnson from 4 yards out. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. The quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy hit a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cardinal offense takes back over. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Murray. That is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
On the right side, caught by Green. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And they'll lead the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, the slant complete to Green. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's Connor on the read option. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Screen pass to Connor. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Throwing now is Murray. Ertz over the middle. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd down and goal. Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals.
What a waste of
Great play there with his first career touchdown.
He's going to cover, and you get him in the space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. McCann for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete there to Johnson. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up second down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Back to throw. Jones.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they will score. It's a pick six. Touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And they nickel it in, an extra DB out there.
Yeah, man, I think they went standard nickel, not the unauthorized teams like the Cardinal. Three safeties with them there. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
McCann now for the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw. Jones toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. Back to throw again. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Throwing on 1st down is Murray.
And this will be swung out here for counter.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray.
And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Murray to air it out again. Green's got it over the middle. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now.
First down.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because they'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there.
Oh, this is to tie the record, I think. 65-yard attempt.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's a field goal unit now to try and
For
extract
McCann.
the long one.
Oh, perfect kick.
McCann's kick is good.
He's got it. 65 yards.
Not too long ago, Charles, that would have been a new NFL record. But instead, it's shy of setting the record, which is 66, but still from 65 away, one of the longest kicks in league history.
And that puts him in elite company in the NFL. Only a few have ever even attempted that, let alone put it through the posts. How about his moment? It came together for him, and he delivered.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee in the final couple seconds. We'll tick by in this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll start our tour with a good interconference matchup. New Orleans on the road to take on Jacksonville. And it's the Saints who are out in front as that inches closer to halftime. Jameis Winston with 3 touchdown passes. From there, it's off to North Carolina to check on the Panthers at home in Charlotte. And you can see there, it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. Michael Pittman, a touchdown reception. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. Deshaun Watson has thrown a touchdown pass. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cardinals. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half. Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out.
He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. Catch made by Slayton. That'll give him 8 that time. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Barkley. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They picked up the win last week over the Washington Commanders and are in a good spot to earn another one as they start this next series. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. To throw, it's Murray. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. This will be caught by Brown. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tapping forward to it. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. from the gun, a give to counter. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. And caught. Right side. Green. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They run behind center with Cotter. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Murray. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Murray now. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Murray. Dancing to his left. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
McCann for the point after. And that stretches the lead to 27. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it's Hollywood Marquise Brown who finishes it off with the touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score it here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that's going to be caught downfield by Slayton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Jones. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing Jones. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Connor up the middle. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 40 yards on the ground for him so far.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this is going to be a Cardinals 1st down as good running gets them to about the 44.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here's a handoff to Connor. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Yard line, good spot. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Jones throw taken in by Slayton. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Here's Jones on 1st down. He'll find Reynolds over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a giant 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced.
Jones is... Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who will win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Cards are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
McCann now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a Zach Ertz touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And New York set to take the field. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, they'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
It's Barkley once again bringing it in to catch.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Back to throw again. This pass complete to Reynolds.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Gano the extra point, and the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Cards, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.